Welcome. This is your host.
Sick 1, Sick 2, and Bearded 3.
Alright, we're gonna get started.
This is gonna be a very intellectual Let's Play, as you can tell.
He's trying out for the Muppets.
Just start the damn game.
I was trying to be charismatic. Alright, so Jawn-X is back. We've got Schneider and Hadriex supporting me in the background.
Well, we mostly just boo and throw popcorn at him. You know the drill.
Making Hadriex look bad. Although, I'm gonna try to die a lot less this time. I don't even know where I am. I need to figure out the controls again.
Samus
right.
hits the save point, suddenly she forgets how and what she's doing.
That's what happens when you
brain scrambler.
When you play the game one time.
And she's like, how do I Samus again? Oh yeah, backflips. Oh yeah, punching. Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah, hitting things with a gun. Right, I'm Samus. That's what
I realized I wasn't talking a whole lot last time, but that's why I have these two. Yes. To lead the conversation, we have the chat open. Actually, we're gonna wait just a few seconds because I did say the stream would start in 3 minutes. We gotta wait just a few seconds.
There you go. Move it.
Samus, do that little dance. Do a little dance. Do a little dance.
If they're late, they're late.
Make a little
it's their
laugh.
problem.
Whoa.
Never trust Jawn-X when he says 3 minutes. He means now.
Oh wow, that respawned even when you were only that far off screen?
What responded? What? Where?
That enemy respawned. I thought you would have had to move further away for them to respawn. I didn't realize. Those things are gonna kill you.
Apparently. Alright.
You mean you could ice beam missile them, or you could...
We'll be good. Somehow. Okay, that's the elevator. I think I came from that one? No, I don't. I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I don't think you've been down that one yet.
Alright. Still getting used to the controls here. Ah, dang it.
Stupid swarms.
You know what this needs? A frickin' turbo button. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, you can just hold down the button and shoot. It's one of your Aeon
You know,
powers,
you remember when Metroid used to have 4 elements? Jawn-X now wants it to fall on action.
You know, you shouldn't be moving while you're shooting the sword. Serious, you would have healed so much more if you were just moving.
I don't even care. Just kill them. Make them dead.
Samus was trying
Or
to
you
make
play
this moment
Hadriex.
where she's just shooting everything down with the gun.
Alright. Back to what we do best in Metroid 2.
Spider Samus.
I
Spider
was sitting there
Samus.
putting bombs on every tile.
Does whatever the Spider Samus does.
There we go.
It's a friendly neighborhood Samus. Just rolling along the ceiling.
I didn't like using that because it revealed the map. And then anytime I did want to use it, it wouldn't activate. It was like, nope, not allowed to use it here.
Really?
Yeah, it was frustrating to me.
Beautiful.
But yeah, I didn't want.
And this is why
I didn't want it revealing the map for me. I wanted to explore for myself.
And this moment brought to you.
I'm doing
just
this.
Drop. Just drop.
I'm just doing this for the sanity of the audience because it's gonna speed the game up.
What? Oh, the detector.
Yeah. This special moment was brought to you by.
Dude, that took 2 missiles.
And this is why we gave Samus Returns a 10 out of 10.
Shit.
We're clawing on the ceiling for like 10 minutes.
Alright, we're still not fully up to speed yet here.
You were not. You were
pretty good rating.
You were not impressed by crawling on this thing.
These
like
enemies
half an
really
hour?
are kicking my butt.
Well, they cut down the ceiling crawl a lot from the original. Yeah, the enemies are the major threat in this game, not the Metroids.
Right.
Just random enemies.
They
were practically harmless in the original.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Oh, the swarm respawned.
You don't have
No.
to do it. Just farm it for some health and go.
Things were okay till I screwed up.
I'm watching.
I like the machine gun to hit the swarm. You actually end up getting more out of it than you spend.
Yeah, I actually have.
If you aim.
I do have to agree with. All right.
Good stuff.
All right. We have found a way to deal with the swarm that is not so time-consuming.
Watching Hadriex review Metroid was painful.
Oh, Hadriex, yeah.
You did not see his?
I saw the Mark Brown one, and Mark Brown said almost everything I wanted to say about this game. His was good.
Oh, I see.
Mark Brown was solid and thorough. Hadriex just missed everything. He's like, I didn't play Metroid 2. I played every other Metroid. Now I'm going back and playing Metroid. And man, this is a terrible game. He spends the entire time going, this is a terrible game. Dude.
Metroid 2 was my favorite Metroid game, you know?
Yep. All the bosses are boring and the same.
Well, I can't argue with that.
I mean it's the whole point of the game.
They were kind of terrifying, though.
Yeah.
But to an adult at this point, with more platformer experience than anyone in the world had when the game was released, yeah, they'd seem kind of that way, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like it's just all narrow. It's all predictable. It's all. I'm like, dude, you can't tell.
So I need a Metroid to go through
you
that.
got this black background. It's boring and terrible. The music's terrible. I'm like,
machine gun is the only way.
You just don't get it.
not ice beam, machine gun.
Okay, that's how. Well, thanks. Don't spoil things for me though.
I didn't spoil anything.
What is that?
The game giving you the middle finger. This is one of my complaints that Mark Brown didn't really address, is just how many doors they have. I mean, he touched on it, but only barely. I felt like they went overboard with, you need this beam, or this weapon, or this item.
Really, after I waste the energy, then it puts that there.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys are nice.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can't blow those up. That's on the other?
But,
okay, that's a drop block. That's the way out.
I didn't play Metroid too much growing up. It just was a game I missed, but I'm able to understand a game in context. I'm able to.
Did you say that you beat it?
Oh, I beat the last boss. That was it. Cause that's the only boss I actually fought in the game. Was the last boss? Another Metroid, and I killed her. First try.
I think they're using Metroid Prime gun sound effects.
But aside from that, I never really played the game. But I'm able to watch it and appreciate it and understand what it was. It's like going back to Final Fantasy 1 and going, man, this game's terrible and awful.
Man, I love Final Fantasy 1. It's great. Final Fantasy 2, not as much, but 1 was great. And then 3, 4, 5, 6.
One missile didn't kill that thing. These missiles are crap.
You just come to understand the game in context, and you can when you carry it on its own merits and for the time period, it's pretty good.
Lightning shield just makes you practically immune to that crap.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
it's not like a power bomb.
Talk much about the horror aesthetic being lost. He just.
Mark Brown talked about it.
No, Mark Brown
got
did.
it. Mark Brown nailed almost everything I wanted to say about this.
Okay, I have to get it.
Mark Brown hit it, and Hadriex just kind of feel like missed it. Though he did AM2R going, that's a definitive Metroid 2 experience.
Well, that worked. Wow.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. I like Mark Brown just going, oh man, they got rid of the horror aesthetic. Now that one of these is going to be the definitive experience, and it missed the point.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I also watched Breaking Boundaries on this game.
Oh, really? There's already one of those out for it? Damn.
It was a crossover.
He really, that guy who got the boundary break, he really hit something.
Yep.
He found a niche.
He did a crossover with somebody else.
I can't get up here.
Beta, the beta of Metroid 2.
Don't go anywhere.
And the beta version of this game, in AM2R.
Keep looking up.
He's talking about each game and how they were originally pitched and how they changed.
Yeah, Hadriex, you shouldn't spoil these things.
In Metroid 2,
for me.
there's 2 unused sprites.
Well, I didn't want you to jump down and run away.
I'll figure it out. Just.
Alright, I'll stop helping you.
But there's 2 unused sprites in Metroid 2.
There are? What are
yeah.
they?
One of them's a save point.
But there is a save point.
Yeah, it's a broken save point.
Huh.
And another one is a statue. there's also just several other weird things when they were going through it.
How can you leave unused sprites in that game? You should have put them somewhere, Nintendo.
The thing is that the game was basically maxed out memory, so that they really didn't have.
And yet they had unused sprites sitting around.
Two. That's very few compared to a lot of other games.
It's true. Shoot, the stuff I'm working on right now, Hadriex, has more unused sprites
And
than
apparently
that.
it has walled off areas. That it just was taking too much memory. So that's the speculation, was taking too much memory, so they just kind of walled it off and just said. And
If it's a memory problem, you should have deleted it, not walled it off.
they just no one's quite
Screw
sure
attack.
Why. Hey, Algo Gaming.
Hey, how's it going?
Yo,
You're
welcome to the stream.
You're ogling my gaming, I see.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say. I'm behaving. I am behaving.
Ooh, this not good.
But
This not good. This not good.
that's not good.
Actually, no, this good. Me kill thing. Me kill thing. Good.
But
Very
yeah.
good. Yes.
It found me out.
Dun, dun,
What
dun.
the heck is this?
But each game was had different ideas going into it and changed over the years.
No.
Such as another group wanted to make a Metroid game, and it got turned down by Nintendo a few years back, and that became a separate game on I believe the PS4 or something like that. I watched it like 2 days ago. I don't remember the video.
It sounds interesting. I'll have to look it up.
But,
Boundary Break, actually, like, I find him kind of interesting, but a lot of the time I find what he's talking about to be really
mundane.
dull and uninteresting.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes he'll do something really cool, but I'm like, oh, wow, I never knew.
Yeah. Well, in this case, there really wasn't much to Boundary Break. There really wasn't much.
Curious
Because the game
room. I
was very
can't seem to
tight on
figure out what the
memory.
deal with this
So that, like,
room
basically
is,
the
though.
group was 2 sprites and like 1 walled off area. Because the game is like it
That
just,
was disappointing.
no, we're talking about Metroid 2, the original on the Game Boy.
Axiom
Did Boundary Break of
Verge.
it. There was a guy who did the betas of each game, all 3 of these, and talking about how the games were changed in conception. Because the first group that pitched the Metroid game.
Oh yeah, it won't let me wall
They were
jump.
very confident. They had it on their website. They had things for it, and then it got rejected because, and it made it making the separate game. But they were invited on the team to make this
Huh.
by the guy who actually did get it because he
It took me a long time to find this Metroid.
because some
This
other
was the one that I kept going back trying to find.
some other like the guy who took over the project. Some people were like, we want to remake Metroid 1. He's like, no, we already did that.
It's already been done.
But the fans want to remake, and there's this. We're going to do it. But yeah, no, he invited the other team on there with him. And that
This invited Dr. Mario 64.
And
Though
the-
I hear Dr. Mario 64, the guy who did AM2R, got hired to work on something.
Ooh, I hope so.
I think he's working on Ori and the Blind Forest.
That-
The new Ori.
That's
would be
another one,
exciting.
huh?
Well, yeah, they're making a sequel.
Jawn-X, you promised you weren't going to die anymore. What is
I
this?
said I'd die less.
That was a... Yeah, that's
That's
a game
13 minutes and counting here. Shame.
Whoa, it put me all the way back here.
But
Well, that sucks.
it is this other company that got rejected. That's where the punching mechanic came from. They had put it in one of their previous titles, but they wanted the player to have the option to either shoot at a distance or fight up close. That both methods will work.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
They
try this
focused
again.
on the punching.
Well, that's the method you found, but there's other players and stuff who apparently you can just do the entire game.
Well, that's what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's actually viable.
Couldn't jump quite far enough.
But I do feel that this is a game that should have always been at a distance. He was careful to only add mechanics to the game, not remove any. That's something he wanted to be faithful to about going, no, we're not removing Spider Ball, we're not removing. We can add things, but we can't take away what was already in the game.
Scheiße.
Yep, he got hired as a level designer.
Ah,
As a level designer,
Damn it.
he should have been given full creative control 10 years later.
it only takes them 10 years to make a game.
It ran. It ran. Son of a gun. I've never had that happen.
Hey, Drago.
Weren't expecting that, were ya?
No, this sucks. So now I have to go to another area to keep fighting it? That's such a pain in the ass. No, I don't want to do that. That wastes time.
It just makes sense that they would run away after a bit. You know, after 30 missiles up their nose, they're like, you know, maybe this isn't our food.
I'm at 91 hit points. I'm sure this is going to end well. Alright, the Metroid's like right here.
It's annoying that they play a sound because
They
you
put
have to
a little
chase it.
nook.
Lol.
Yep.
Interesting.
You're gonna wish you didn't do that.
I don't know.
It's not dropping a thing. It has a thing that can electrify the floor.
I can spider ball and void that. Shit. Woo!
Uh-oh. Body slam. Spider form.
Let's see. Fuck you. Ah! You got me anyway!
You butt slammed you.
We're fucked. Get out of there,
If you
Samus.
freeze him with a charged ice, it makes it, it's good.
Yeah, I got it. Maybe.
It takes
I
away
probably
some
don't
of
got
his
it.
attacks and it drops him.
Don't worry, Samus, you got this. I believe in you.
Almost. Nope.
This battle is what all true warriors strive for. Be brave.
Oh, he actually
oh.
used the chain lightning somehow.
No, that was a swoop.
Lightning bolt!
That was swoop to whoop there. He fired his laser.
These Metroids are definitely more mean than they were back in the original game. Great. We need to.
Now there's a thing that descends that can heal you.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do this fight more better.
More better.
We're gonna pull out the big guns here. Let's see if Metroid likes getting shot a million times really fast.
Don't miss.
How did you miss? Darn you, evolution, lol. Yeah, they shouldn't have given it a radiation stone.
A thunderstone.
Thunderstone.
Because it's shooting lightning.
I guess, yeah, that would work too.
There went that. Alright. Did that just bounce off of him? That one hit. No.
He just wants to body slam you.
Yeah, he
Oh
does.
man, he's ping-ponging you. Samus, you weren't ready for this.
Well,
Chase him off and heal.
You're almost there, Samus. We believe in you. Send that flying cockroach off.
I think you can shoot the things it drops.
grrr.
It crawled into the boogers. Ew.
You have to go heal.
That's actually incredibly frustrating. I wish they hadn't put that in this game at all.
You know,
I don't like the fact that it ran away at all.
I also really don't like that mechanic. There were several things that they could have done with the Metroids that would have been interesting, but they chose to have them run away. Meanwhile, AM2R would have you fight 2 or more alphas at once, which was really cool.
Let's see if this actually gets me stuff faster. Seems like it does a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it'll get you some lightning shield as well as health.
Yeah, you just got into the direct side of line of sight of it. Dun, 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 dun. And he just uses run away in first round.
Shoot!
Run away. You needed to. You need.
I mean, Samus only uses capture on the last one.
Oh, this is terrible. I can't even go back and find a
end.
swarm to go and charge on. I have to do this slow. This is terrible. This is not good design here at all.
Locked in with the Metroid till it's done.
The biggest issue I've had with this game is the damage output by most of the enemies. Even at the end game, you still seem to go down in 3 hits to bosses.
I know. Oh, that robot boss. Oh, that stupid robot boss.
Okay,
Yeah,
that does cost energy.
They make you super fragile in this game.
Samus, the glass cannon.
We'll get through it though.
Except that all the random enemies take too many hits. They're already taking him multiple missiles.
So
Just
now,
random
I know, multiple
things.
missiles per enemy. It's like, wow, 3 or 4 missiles?
The enemies here are just built like
Pretty
tanks.
ridiculous.
The game wants you to play slow and cautious and learn everything's patterns.
So that thing must have come here,
Yes,
right?
that
It
was
ran
part of it.
through... Oh no, it's in a different room. Alright. Let's not fuck this one up. Alright, come here, you asshole.
Yeah. There are other rooms that it could have gone to, but... Ah, you froze it and it fall down, go boom.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah, Jawn-X.
Oh, come on!
Oh, rub in the salt. Rub in the salt.
Come on!
Did you guys see me take on the Diggernaut? Holy shit.
I actually kicked its ass this time.
I spent like an hour or... How long did I spend
An
playing
hour.
that thing? I just... Ah!
Hey, Jawn-X,
I hate that.
Yes?
can you move that screen?
Say again?
Can you move that window?
Which one?
The recording, the OBS? To the other monitor?
Sorry, folks. Administrative.
Let me see YouTube to see if YouTube suddenly freezes.
Oh, don't trust that. That will go freeze and go dead, and it will have no meaning at all.
Well, for now, it's just a...
Yeah.
We should keep an eye on it.
Anyway, you should just keep going. You've got it on the ropes. Yeah, this Metroid took me a long time to find.
Ouch.
And just this whole thing.
Do you like Metroids? Yes. Do you like playing hide and seek with Metroids? No.
That's what this Metroid game needs. Hide, go, seek.
Peekaboo.
I'm sorry, Metroids don't run away. It's not.
They don't run away. I agree with you. That was not what... Alright, got him.
I mean, Samus also doesn't punch things in the jabber.
GABA, yeah.
Like, I don't want to... I really want to love this game, and I don't want to criticize design choices like the Metroid running away or the hitting things mechanic, but to me, they're out of place.
Metroid's greatest galactic threat runs more often than Trackstar.
Yeah. I can't even shoot that. I have to wait till it comes up, then I can missile it.
I want to see that as an animation now. The space pirates have captured a Metroid using the deadly weapon, and the thing just starts running. Our biological weapon is running!
It just keeps running away.
It just keeps running away.
Alright,
It's
so
supposed to kill the planet for us. Kill it!
I want to know how the space pirates are so good at controlling these things.
I mean, you know what you could have done better? Instead of having things run away, having them set up traps for you, being cunning and clever. And that would
also be weird.
Well, it would also mean that you'd get ambushed by multiple.
Yeah, well, yeah, they should definitely.
Well, not the.
They should definitely use predatory things. I thought, well, the first time one ran away and I went into another room, I thought I was fighting a different Metroid, like that they were messing with me, that there was more than one, and they were doing a kind of tag team.
Yeah, and that would have been clever.
But no, that's
Right,
not
that's
what
where
they
that
did.
missile pack
Yeah,
was.
and then you just have them all come and roll at the end with just a few hit points left.
Right, and I couldn't
Them
go
all come
that
in,
way
but you
because
have
I have
multiple
to go
holes in
get
there where they can
yet
all come
another...
from.
There's just a lot of things you could. You know what we need? I think we're going to be super excited when people ROM hack this.
Let's see here.
Can you imagine Omega's running like this?
Uh,
Omega's like, ah! Oh! Oh! The Mega just starts breaking down and crying when it sees Samus.
I think it's just the Gammas, or maybe did the Zetas do it too? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I just don't want Omega to cry down when it sees Samus.
Okay, at least they would have a reason.
It's the last one. You've killed all the other Omegas. It just sees you.
At least it would have a reason.
I'm not even sure where that other Metroid escaped. It escaped somewhere.
I could see that the Dorkly skit.
What other Metroid?
The one that was in that room to the right.
You killed the one, okay?
Oh, there was only one for
There
the
was
entire
only
area?
one, and that's how it's always going to be. I'm just going to straight up tell you that.
Okay.
That's how it will always be. You think that they're going to play with you. You think that they're going to have multiple fighting you or something weird. They won't. It'll just
I
be
didn't even
one.
realize I was fighting the same one. I thought it was a different one.
You're in.
I know. I did too. I thought I was fighting more than one Metroid. I thought the game was messing with me.
You were in the hunting grounds. You are the predator.
Most things actually can take a beating.
But I do like the quote from the guy who made the original Metroid 2, where he's just like, "You're going into this game and you're genociding a species. You should feel uncomfortable."
Is that what the authors said?
Yes, the developer. He's like,
Ah.
it's why it's creepy, it's sad, it's kind of quiet, it's eerie. And he's like, yes, no, you should feel uncomfortable about genociding a species.
At least they don't all run.
and then
I thoroughly agree with that sentiment. God, that's a pain in the butt.
And then in this game, it's like, no, you're just this badass, ripping them up, goring them, trophies, hunting them, punching them in the face. Oh, this is a joyride.
I was gonna say, so far, every person I've met doesn't like the fact they ran away. I tried to wait. I tried to not say anything until I saw your reaction, just your honest reaction.
It's annoying. I'm there to kill
I
him,
didn't
you know?
like it.
What? I loved the enemy running away. That was the best part.
What the heck?
You heathen.
I get that you're supposed to be hunting them down, but you're the predator here.
Did you see how many missiles that thing took? Like 5. We're up to like 5 or 6 missiles for one enemy.
Yeah, I was just used to being.
I mean, wouldn't you have liked it in like the first Rambo movie that Rambo just has to keep just running away every 10 minutes?
Well, I mean, it sort of does.
Well, I mean, like just even more so, just on minor inconveniences, he just has to run away.
I like how this place is falling apart, though. That's nice.
Get rid of him being like, especially in the
Terminator,
third movie.
The Terminator.
The Terminator. There
That's
we go. Better
the one
example.
you want. The Terminator just keeps running away. Oh no, it's John Connor. I better run.
Oh no, she's got a gun. I better run.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they've gotten the car. I better give up.
So what is this giant crystal gem for exactly?
It's a
It
chaos.
doesn't seem like it's there for decoration. They've built doors and things, so clearly they lived with this thing in here.
It's
So why was it here?
it's a Chaos Emerald. Don't you know?
No, those are at the end of weird pinball-related minigames. I know this.
I like my answer best.
Come on.
You just see like a hedgehog jump through here.
Yeah, screw it. There's a secret in here somewhere, but I'm spending a lot of time. Get out of here.
That was a nice one there. You caught that bat right on the nose.
Come here, you little bastard. It's a little awkward having to switch. Like, take my finger off the D-pad.
Yeah,
Or the analog stick.
I just didn't use the ice beam, except for Metroids or when I needed to freeze
The ice
something.
beam is like the best beam in the game, practically.
Honestly, this game focuses on the combat. It's so encompassing that it decimated any other ambiguity present in the original. Or like AIM2 are justifying it by showing them killing everyone else sent to investigate.
So this door here is broken on the left.
I think that AM2R is like just about perfect. Like I knew that no game was going to recapture the horror of it. That any fan game, any project was always going to focus on being an action game. So I went into AM2R knowing that would happen. I went into this game understanding that that would be lost. But yeah.
Come on. It's a waste of time going down there.
Well, it's a teleporter, and you need those. You need as many of those as you can get.
Let's see here. There's another door, so we should just... You are stupid. You should not take that many missiles to kill. Man, they're even worse. Well, granted, in Metroid you got... Granted, in Metroid you'd get the super missiles, and then regular missiles would... Well, that's not true. Actually, against bosses, missiles are really good too. You just have to use them right. Oh my gosh. What is with this place and shooting fireballs? Chozo, what's your point of that?
Do you have any idea how the horror could be kept? By not telling us where the Metroids are at all times.
Take the beeper away that goes beep, 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 beep. There's one right near you. So you just find a husk and you know there's one somewhere.
Well, as Mark Brown put it here, that the game would always show you the husk first until later on where it start breaking the formula where a Metroid would just suddenly attack you and then you find the husk.
Or that one, yeah, in AM2 they had one that burst out of the ground.
Burst out of the ground.
That was a brilliant addition.
Oh, I need a super missile for this, don't I?
You give it a threatening song.
Or was
Something
it
that
the...
is just...
Okay, take the music away.
Take the music away.
So there's just the sounds of the creatures like the original had. Make the Metroids, like these enemies here should not be a threat. The Metroids are what's scary.
The Metroids
These are just
food.
wildlife.
They're food.
And the further you get into the game, the less of them there are. Until there's none.
Unless you're in this game where there's still plenty all the way up to the Queen Metroid. And after, yeah, no. The Metroids were not a threat to this planet at all.
Why can't I freeze these guns or hurt them?
It just... The isolation, the quiet, the, oh shit, there's one nearby.
I mean, if they wanted to, you could update the formula a little bit. You could...
There's a lot that you can do with it.
Basically...
But if you wanted to keep the horror, those are the critical elements. Think about, think about things that horror games do.
Well, I'm not even talking about horror games. What was Metroid inspired by? What franchise? Aliens. And so when you're watching the Alien movies, the movie here, what made the first and second one work was that they're mysteries. That you're finding more and more about these creatures. You could have restructured Metroid 2.
I'm ready for this fight.
Focus on them.
Look at this. 80 energy, 0 energy.
They're constantly evolving.
Ready.
They're constantly changing. Yeah. That's the mystery of the game is how bad do they get? Because you start smaller and then bigger and then bigger. You got that there already. Yeah, could you pull it further? Could you do more things playing with that?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
It take thought. It's not something I would be able to come up with in like 10 seconds.
To me, a lot of it's in the to me, it can't be an action game and a horror game. I know that there's a lot of horror action games out there, but the two genres don't mesh well.
Well, something else that doesn't mesh well in this game here is checkpoints everywhere before and after bosses.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it relieves tension. They don't actually need to kill you over and over again. That actually is completely antithetical to the horror.
What the? I can't go back.
They need to seem threatening.
They need to seem threatening, and, but I mean, like, just that dread here of having to wander back to save points. Save points are the only things that could heal you. Well, not even save points, healing stations could. And you'd have to wander back to them going, anything could kill me. There might be another Metroid on the way back.
Alright, here we go.
You should do that to the player.
Where are you little bastard?
It's giving the experience of horror. Making the player...
See, I have this theory I've been working on for a little bit.
Oh, no, that was just cheap. That was just cheap. Literally dropped in there, he shoots me. Pretty much as soon as I see him.
He's like, pew!
I'm like, I better move. Oh, I died.
Okay, so I've got this theory I've been working on, trying to put together. And this might be a little abstract and weird, but I think that as a genre, horror games are the closest to realizing the full potential of the medium of video games right now. I know that sounds really abstract, so let me try to put that together. See, in video games, there's a lot of elements.
Right.
Jeez, this thing is going to kill you again. You need to heal.
Yeah.
You don't have the resources.
I think you just ran away.
Yep, he's gone.
Great, another new door type? Another one. As if there wasn't enough door types.
Okay, you are feeling it. Yes, I feel like the game had way too many. The three-eyed ones. The
Oh,
ones
I already
that do
complained.
Wave beams. The ones that.
I actually complained about this earlier to you.
Yeah, it's they put way too many door types in it.
Why is there a
Feels
grappling beam
artificial.
spot right there?
You
So
can't
you
get
can grapple.
you
during
can't
the
get to
fight.
Route 2. You need cut. You
Yeah.
can't get to.
Well, I mean, you know, a few of those is okay, but they do that to every power up in the game.
Yeah, no, this
It
is...
doesn't feel.
Oh! He's like, fuck this guy. The fact that I survived that amazed me.
God, there you go.
He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Shit.
I do want to distinguish here that I'm not a very big fan of gore. Like often you have greedy horror.
I was in the middle of a thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Okay, anyway.
I
getting back-
can't leave. How? I can't leave.
No, you can't. You're in the middle of a fight.
But
Even though you're not in the
There's a
middle of a
door.
fight. I know.
There's a door I can't open.
I know. Okay, so I was starting to say there's a lot of elements that go into a video game. You've got the sound, you've got the art, you've got the gameplay.
Oh, fuck my life. Fuck my
After
life.
This fight, I'll be able to talk a little easier. This is.
Die.
Ooh, you got him.
Hadriex was like, he's dead. Rip. But Samus is like, not today, buddy.
Okay, so. Alright, so, basically, if you look at an RPG, and bear in mind, RPGs are like one of my favorite, like, they're just about my favorite genre. But being perfectly honest, you play Final Fantasy 1, you're basically playing navigating mazes while being interrupted every few seconds by a random encounter. And it has a big epic story going on. Now, none of these elements are actually in harmony with each other. They don't actually
Work well. They don't have synergy.
They don't. I mean, I love the game. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasies. Even the first one. I'm a big fan of FF, and I appreciate so much what they did. But you look at another example, Undertale. Undertale, almost all of the elements are in perfect harmony.
Blood.
The game, the story, specifically, you look at the story of the game, the characters and what's going on, the gameplay perfectly complements it. That they're not just monsters to be slaughtered, that each one you have to, you have the whole encounter system where you make friends with them and you make, the whole mercy thing. The music goes together well with the characters and the themes of the game. These elements are in harmony with each other, except it's not quite perfect. Oh, I'm gonna get torches and pitchforks for criticizing Undertale on something. Artistically...
Would someone kill him, please, already?
Wow.
Artistically...
First pitchfork.
The visuals of the game are not always in harmony with the other elements. There are 3 times in the game where I feel that the visuals are perfectly in harmony with what's going on. When Undyne is first introduced and she's the big scary thing in armor, specifically when Asgore first shows up and he smashes your mercy button with that pitchfork, that just visually, and then Flowey, the fight at the end of a normal run, when that horrific thing, like all those times, the art gets in sync with the rest of the elements of the game.
They really hit that energy tank well.
Anyway, horror games, on the other hand, never had this problem. They know what they are. Their music and sound, their visual,
Yeah, that's right.
their visual design, their gameplay elements, their story, all of it is designed to scare you. every single element of a horror game is in perfect harmony with every other element. You know, you can look at a game like Five Nights at Freddy's, you can look at the phone guy's conversations as your story, you can look at, you know, all the stuff, and you can see what I'm saying.
Grappling being everything. You know what? This game actually has a huge, huge flaw, and it just struck me. The slime walls are actually a huge mistake.
They're everywhere. They wanted to reduce... They wanted to box you in. They want to make your other movement options matter, and to not make you spend all day rolling around in a spider ball. I think the developers just hated the spider ball.
Oh, that's probably from beta testing. That they got a lot of feedback going, you gotta cut this.
Well, I'll admit, the spider ball was not the most fun thing about Metroid 2.
I would have
just spent a lot of time rolling on ceilings slowly.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, Super Metroid.
The spider ball is faster in this game.
I can play any way I want. If I can wall jump good, I can get almost anywhere I want. In this game, nope. You can't do the game however you want. You want to wall jump here? Screw you. You can't do it. Go the way we want you to.
Yep.
They actually seriously hurt the game by... Oh, you little fucker.
More dangerous than a Metroid.
Almost.
The regular enemies are...
But seriously, look at this. More. You want to wall jump again? No, fuck you. You can't do that.
Yeah.
But,
the use of doors makes it feel less like an environment. Yeah, I know. It all feels very artificial, whereas the original game, it was... Caves. There were some Chozo statues, but for the most part, you know...
Like, good luck wall jumping in this section with all the slime walls that they put everywhere. Heaven forbid you do a little wall jump and play the game the way you want to. Great, we got a Metroid.
Suit run? Nope.
Oh, great.
Something I wanted to say though is that when I think horror, as growing up, I hated horror, and that's often because it's grit horror, it's gore horror. I don't care for gore and dark and stuff. Like horror is that feeling of tension, that waiting and that sudden excitement and that palpitation. You can do all of that without just spraying blood on everything.
I think that if you're spraying blood everywhere.
Alright, there we go. It's the next one.
Take all the blood out and see if it's still horror or not. If it stops being horror when you remove the blood, then it wasn't a horror game in the first place.
Well, that's been a lot of complaints about the more modern games. Is that it's just blood everywhere. It's not actually a horror game. It's just gross. It's a gross game.
Well, you know what? That's the way it is when people... Oh, I was in lava.
Yeah.
The
Samus is just walking around.
I had that moment.
And suddenly she's like halfway through it. She's pulling herself up. Wait a minute.
Not only could I not tell my character was being damaged, it didn't look like lava. That looks like Kool-Aid or like, yeah, it looks like Kool-Aid. It doesn't even look like lava.
It's just Jello.
Yeah, but taking the usefulness of some abilities and exemplifying others will rip a player out of the experience. Yep, it will.
Wow.
Or improperly explaining elements like super bomb jumping.
I don't think I was...
What is super bomb jumping?
Whoa, 7 hit points.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, you don't. You have to.
I have to come back here from a different angle.
Come back there later because you see you gotta break that block.
Why is this this thing here? It
just
literally.
To tease you. It's just to tease you.
This is horrible. Now I have to backtrack and waste all this time. Why?
You killed a Metroid. That's what you came here for.
This is bad.
This has come back later in the game with new abilities.
Which I don't want to do. I don't want to backtrack a whole bunch.
It's beautiful, John. You don't understand the genius.
Super Metroid, when you played through that game, the backtracking to areas was minimal.
Metroid 2...
Actually, if it's your first time playing, you end up going back and forth.
Well, that's because you don't really know what's going on. But past that, no, you backtrack just a little bit.
The Metroid series always was a bit backtracky, except Metroid 2 had no backtracking of any kind.
Yep, which I liked. AM2R, by the way, had very minimal backtracking in that.
I mean, you could go back to earlier areas and get items and things, but...
Well, it's fascinating hearing about the development. The game never tells you this anywhere. But it was fascinating hearing about the Square Metroid 2. that it was supposed to be like the big game. The guy who invented the Game Boys was part of the working team.
Yeah, he was.
That's why he was on this team, was because it was supposed to be this the Juggernaut. And so they expanded everything from Metroid 1.
Shortcut.
Suddenly you could shoot down. Suddenly you could all these new abilities.
Yeah.
The Berea suit, all the different suits.
But they made a somber, quiet horror game which did not have all audience appeal.
No, it didn't.
They made something awesome, but it could never have been the killer.
Well, the funny thing is that it was supposed to, at that time, it was supposed to be this impressive Juggernaut game. That was the entire intent. It's not what it was.
The Ice
but
Beam
that was its
sucks
intent.
compared to how it used to be. Also,
That was among the original
You were
pitch.
telling me the Ice Beam was the best thing ever.
it doesn't freeze long enough.
Oh yeah, no, it doesn't.
You have to charge it up.
Which is why I didn't like it. I didn't use it very much. During
It's still really good.
During Metroid fights, it's critically useful though.
So I can't get to that elevator. I have to go from the other side. I can't go that way, so I guess I have to go back up.
It's near Metroid because it's beeping.
Right. I couldn't go this way because I was...
Samus, your pager's going off again.
Yeah.
The Metroid pager.
It's sitting there, the Metroid's sitting there texting her, I'm near you.
How is that for a surprise?
It's
It would have been way worse if it had actually
like you
tried
get to the
attack me.
Metroid
And
and
it's one of the better moments right there.
like you just get to the Metroid chamber and it suddenly drops the phone.
Oh, she's here now.
She's here. Like if I texted her long enough, she would eventually find me, come get me.
No, not a spin... Oh, I need to double tap the A button.
Yeah, I think that the beeping when you're near them was a mistake. I mean, I understand why they did it, but it removes a lot of the tension of these they want to do.
Yeah, you just gotta. The whole thing is about building up tension, and anything to build
Now
up
he runs
tension-
away, but his butt's armored, so no, I can't
Ouch.
shoot him anymore.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay.
I thought he was gonna blast.
Didn't freeze him for some reason.
No, you have to hit him from underneath to freeze him.
He pooped on me. I almost had him too. He was actually pretty close, but
And there's all the healing items just raining down if you could hit them, but it's not so easy.
I'm fine. I don't need them. I'm more than good healed enough.
Ow. He got you with Volt Tackle.
I have the not Ice Beam equipped. Oh yeah, because it de-equips the Ice Beam every time I die for who knows what reason.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
That's it. We need a Scooby-Doo Metroid
Hit
crossover.
it now. Oh, you had the chance.
Yeah. Hey, gang.
It plays a little cutscene where you can shoot a whole bunch of missiles into it.
I would pay to watch that. The mystery machine shows up on SR388. Okay, gang.
It's just a thing in a mask.
Let's split up, gang. You get all the way to the the Queen Metroid. Okay, let's see.
It's all in a mask. Oh, never mind.
Alright.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you.
Turn around.
Well,
Alright.
no, it'd just be like, wait, it's Samus Aran. You know how to help you on the planet.
I needed to scare everyone with Metroids so that I could get a bounty.
Alright.
Out of work for years.
We're not doing too bad. There's not that many Metroids left on this planet.
You've ruined my reputation.
I don't even know if the space pirates could even take these things. They're so
No,
dangerous.
I don't think they could. I asked that earlier. How do the space pirates control Metroids? Why don't we just figure that out?
Screw the Metroids. Just
Then
take the
they won't
wildlife
be
on this
dangerous.
planet and weaponize them.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, apparently you can store them in glass containers.
Oh my god. This thing pissing me off. Stupid fucking... It takes 5 missiles. It's just a pain in the fucking
And
ass.
I think that the
Wildlife is pissing you off.
spider ball on a wall and use a super bomb to rock it around.
You mean a power bomb? Huh. I don't remember. I guess.
Right, I
figured
can't go
that
up
out.
there.
Huh.
I need to go
We'll
this
try
way.
that later. Yeah, the game never mentioned that. It didn't even have some bird things wall jumping up a wall doing power bomb jumps.
Let's
That's
see.
what this game was missing. 0 to 10. No birds power bombing wall jumping up the wall. This game didn't have a
That's
save the
a
animals
teleporter.
button.
No,
Option.
no, screw these animals. All the wildlife on this planet. Screw it all.
Is the one planet she doesn't nuke, you know?
Yeah, she should have.
Like, you know, the space pirates might take some of this wildlife and use them as weapons, too.
That's what Jawn-X said.
Every time I turn around, there's stuff trying to murder me.
They just drop, you know, 300 of those things, and they just roll around the city.
And I can't
That
damage...
might explain how to get to all those things I couldn't reach, because there'd be inexplicably lines of spikes, and I'd be like, how the hell do I get through that?
I assumed that they used Metroids to cause chaos and grab something while the defenders were distracted. I think they just let it loose, and then just left it. And just went on. I like, don't try to recapture the thing. And they're probably just doing alphas. I don't think they're doing anything more dangerous than an alpha.
They don't even use alphas, they use larvae.
This block here that you have to use the grappling
larvas.
hook to destroy doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I know. Supposedly...
What? I can't destroy it like
no,
that?
you need to hit the red dot.
But I hit the not red dot and it destroyed... This game is actually inconsistent about how you destroy those two.
You gotta hit the red dot.
This is where it's losing points. This is starting to lose some serious points.
Hit the button! Pull the lever! Losing point.
Well, I mean,
Great.
to start with, it was already the grappling beam. It can already get you to areas that you couldn't have gotten any other way.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Now I have to go back again?
Yes, you do.
What the hell? They're wasting my time
It was
now.
already a tool that gave you access to new areas organically. Then they put an artificial cardboard obstacle that only it can break.
Why can't I freeze it?
Because reasons?
Good enough.
I can't missile it either.
Can't argue with reasons.
I guess Chozos make their turrets out of indestructium.
Yes.
They used to go bonk and wouldn't mess with you anymore. Maybe this is where Samus got the flamethrower for Smash Brothers. She just ripped one of those turrets off.
Yes. That is now canon.
Screw you.
You can just beam them to death if you counter.
Yeah, I figured that out, but by
I
the
just always figured that her ship had a flamethrower on it.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
Just on the front of her ship. She
wow,
starts,
it gave me only a
turns it
little
on,
bit.
Starts roasting things.
Hey, that's good stuff. Yeah.
I totally what I'd do in the game.
Well, that explains why they decided they had to make this a pain in the butt.
I wonder if power bombs can heal you in this game. I didn't try.
Oh, you're talking about using her crystal flash?
Yeah.
Man, I was never that good at the crystal flash.
The game has a serious issue communicating mechanics to a player. It seems to assume a familiarity that a new player won't have.
Oh yeah, that's true also. I've played all these Metroid games, way more than Hadriex has, and I keep looking like, what is this door? What is this yellow thing? What is this?
I know. It's... on one hand, I definitely don't want them to turn it into a giant tutorial. I'm getting enough of that from other games. I'm actually kind of frustrated with... I love Heart of the Swarm, but one of the things that's annoying me is they keep trying to tell me basic game mechanics, where I'm like, I already did
fucked.
Wings of Liberty, game!
What part of I was here before? Do you not understand?
Can you turn all of the tutorial bits off if somebody has already played Wings of Liberty's campaign? I noticed Nova commented on something I did in Wings of Liberty, so I know that they talk to each other. the two expansions. So come on now. I don't want to hear my adjutant tell me again, you know, side missions help you grow, or whatever she says.
I thought side missions actually made you lose resources permanently.
Yeah, side quests. Like they tell you, you can do this. Like it's literally on the screen. Do this thing, gain 1 level. And then she'll pop up and talk about it. It's like, I think this is I think this leads to a teleporter.
You know what's funny? The wave beam is almost useless. It's like a tickle beam. Tickle, 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 tickle.
Actually,
or I could shoot them with the ice beam and freeze them.
I don't know. I thought that the beams were ridiculous, but that's because, you know, there's... Yeah.
Great. Blink, blink. Where are you? Blinking tile. Probably down here.
Yep, teleporter. So tag that, so it's on.
Where is the hidden tile? Oh, where I came from. Ha! Ha! They don't even... You know, other games also do really good about conveying what a hidden passage looks like, because, you know, the blocks are cracked or something.
Well, yeah,
In this game, it's really hard to tell.
I mean, if you could find them for yourself, wouldn't that be better?
What? No. You need to rely on pushing the A button on the scanner thing. That's so much more fun.
Beams do little damage
Climbing
to the...
walls, climbing
Yeah,
walls,
freaking
doing whatever
spasm is
a
insane.
climbing wall thing can. That must be what you're talking about. But if I bomb jump just right, maybe I can make it. Actually, will the shield make me impervious to the...
No.
Ha! The game's like, F you!
Yeah, those spikes, those are FU. But hey, it could be worse. You could be playing quote from Cave Story, then they just kill you.
Alright, so we're going back. Hopefully I'm killed all the Metroids there. I guess I'll find out one way or another.
Well, it tells you on your bottom screen.
Quit.
Well, no, I know that, but there's other sections to this giant cave.
Yeah, quit trying to turn Metroid 2 here into a porno, guys. Not cool. You got fuck you, Spikes. You got the Metroid trying to fuck him earlier. I'm just listening here. I'm just going, what's going on here? What's going on? It's not good for the stream.
So I guess
That's
those
my
are-
stream. I can
guess
say
those
whatever's
are
good for it.
swarms of pollen.
Deadly pollen. She has allergies, we'll have you know.
Yeah, I guess so. That was fun, I guess. Hey, you can see a little thing in the background.
Oh yeah, the backgrounds are amazing. That's like just
Oh yeah, these things. Yay, I pulled it apart. I didn't
So,
shoot it with a
It's been a
missile
whole hour
like
and no
Samus
hiccups
would.
in the stream.
Yeah, well, I paid money.
He paid the price.
I did pay the price. For you guys.
Samus
I
is
would
the harem,
even do that for you.
Samus the harem protagonist then? Oh my. Oh my indeed. It's a good thing that the Chozo are missing, or else, wow. I mean, Link already has a problem with the fish ladies.
and Link and the fish ladies always.
Always. Maybe Samus and the bird people. I'm starting to notice a trend. Nintendo, is there something you're not telling us?
Alright, we must go down. Yes, we will use the elevator. It's not an elevator. Don't question me on this one. It's an elevator.
Elmer Fudicator?
Look at that low frame rate. Yeah.
Of course it's not Elevator. That's Darth Vader's girlfriend.
Elevators elevate things, okay? I did not elevate. I descended. I de-elevated.
Jawn-X, Elevator's Darth Vader's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ouch. I don't get it either.
Darth Vader. Elevator. Darth Vader.
Aw, your missiles are just a joke to us. We've evolved past missiles. I mean, every regular old enemy around here uses
What
missiles.
about
Come on
the
now.
Chozo militants who showed up at the end of Fusion?
And I like when they electrify rocks. That makes a lot of
Were there
sense.
Chozo militants who showed up at the end of Fusion?
Great.
No.
That's somebody said.
We got a buddy here. It's time to meet our buddy. Hi there,
I-
buddy.
I don't remember that happening.
I don't remember that happening. But then again, I didn't play the game, so of course I don't remember it happening.
Oh no, you're supposed to stand there a little bit longer. Come here, buddy. Come here. Ow, I guess.
100% bonus scene.
Okay, I'll have to look that up. I didn't get that. So there are Chozo still alive?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I thought they were dedicated. Dedified.
You're taking a lot of missiles. Like, a lot of missiles. Like, wow.
Jawn-X loses to an alpha.
Not today, buddy. You can hope over there all you want.
It's-
But it isn't happening this time.
That would be sadly amusing.
Sadly amusing. You would be sad, but he would also be amused.
Oh yeah.
Looks like I get a new item. Will it unlock a door? I can't think of any rhymes, except for 4. But I couldn't think of a clever thing to say with the word for. Yes, will it defeat us?
More. Store. Abhor.
What the hell is that? Oh.
It was there, or hidden in this game somewhere.
Explore. You just went up.
We got some issues here.
Let's
I was already here. This is the beginning of the area. I've only killed 5 Metroids. We're not doing so good.
How many you got left?
Another 5.
Really?
Yes.
Holy crap!
I know. I'm missing. There must be a power-up of critical of. I didn't expect enemies to come in here this fast, man.
Yeah, I know. The second a Metroid is dead, the wildlife just fills the
Reappears, yeah, instantly. That's some dedication to staying
I
alive
believe
here.
in Metroid 2 that the enemies would gradually come back to areas.
I don't think
No, I
They
don't
did
think so.
backtrack, but like players who backtrack discovered that enemies would start reappearing when the Metroids were gone.
I don't.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I
That was part of that the Metroids were eating and killing everything.
Hey,
They would,
you can't actually.
Towards the surface area, they'd actually repopulate after a bit.
Huh.
Not further down, but
know that.
well, it just was showing you how threatening the Metroids were.
Ooh,
They
wait,
were
we can get another
killing
power up.
everything.
Power up!
Get Metroids.
Oh, is that where it's hidden?
So, you know what we need to do? We need to give the Metroid series to Marvel. That way they can redeem the Metroids. The Metroids were good guys all along. They were just misunderstood.
No, Marvel would totally make the most kick-ass movie ever nowadays. But
No, we're not
Disney,
talking about-
can you imagine what it would look like if they made a Metroid movie?
Yeah, we're not talking about the
Let's
movie.
just give it to Joss Whedon.
Just Speed. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about the MCU verse. I was talking about like it's an old joke from the 80s and stuff where they take every villain they ever had and redeem them.
They did.
Every single villain and make them good guys.
Yeah, Marvel had a problem with that.
Their current problem is not that problem. Their current problem is, wow. Well.
Hey, at least you didn't want to run away.
Yeah, that one went down real quick and easy.
I screamed a lot, though, just to make sure. Look, it was my hypnotic screaming that made it, like, it was like, what's this thing doing? What's that screaming sound? I'm gonna hesitate.
But
Totally worked.
I mean, like, it's still just mind-bending to me, for any major comic industry to have comics that look like they come out of newspapers.
Blip. We have gone the right direction,
Nobody
Mr.
buy the
Hadriex.
comics. The problem with Marvel.
Indeed, we have.
It's because they're not making comics anyone wants to buy. That's the problem with Marvel.
Well, I mean, just,
How about
Good luck wall jumping there.
reading The Incredible Hulk? At least that's the title. But for some reason, the main character is a different character, She-Hulk. But for some reason, she hasn't gone Hulk in like 3 or 4 issues. Like, not once. And then the villains are people running a cooking show on YouTube. It's like just baffling. Like, why would you think anyone wants this story?
I mean, this
This is a total misunderstanding of what people want the Hulk to do.
Hadriex. we need to go back in time. We need to go back to the original creators of Hulk and go.
You mean Stan Lee?
Stan Lee, we need to
He's
tell.
still in charge. He's approving these things.
We go back to like the back when he started here and just go. You know, the Hulk. Maybe he shouldn't get angry and transform. Maybe we should just tease it for issue after issue, and he just doesn't ever Hulk out. It's the Hulk without hulking out.
It's just baffling. The
But-
art quality has gone to levels that are.
Newspaper
I
comics.
could name quite a few webcomics that have better art than some of the main Marvel comics. But I don't really want to talk about Marvel.
Well, I just find it fascinating just the art discrepancy.
Disney knows what it's doing with the movies.
Yeah. So I mean, if you gave Disney Samus Aran The worst that would happen is you'd become a princess.
I would be annoyed.
She'd be in the lineup.
Fine, she's a space princess. As long as she's still a badass bounty hunter, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, she starts singing a song.
You could have her tag team with Mulan.
It's just the ancient China sci-fi action.
I know. It'd be so.
You're
It'd be.
hurting my head.
I know.
Stop.
It's stupid. It's the only other really badass Disney princess
go
there is I
again.
can think of.
No, I don't know.
I can't think of
I'd
too
have
many.
to think about it.
Not Ariel. Not.
I like how my ice doesn't even remotely
Snow
put out the
White.
fire on this thing.
You got hit from underneath.
Definitely not Cinderella.
You mean like that?
Yeah.
Did you see how many shots I got in its belly that time? We're actually running out of... Actually, no, we're not. Ah! What a jerk. He pooped on me. Again! What is with these things and pooping?
I mean, I guess there is Meredith.
Bye-bye.
Brave.
There's,
Bye!
I haven't seen
Glug.
that one. They're like pigeons, and they think you're a statue.
Princess Samus Aran's her singing draws Metroids like birds.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
she shoots them.
They land on her gun.
We got a genius here. Ogle, you're hired. You're gonna be the lead producer.
No, it'll be Mother Brain. That's the princess.
Oh, Mother Brain. No,
Are you
no.
wasting your machine gun?
Mother Brain
No.
is the evil stepmother.
Mother
Hey.
Brain's the evil stepmother. There
You know this, Hadriex. You know this.
Just sticking your mouth under this feeding trough.
I remember the old days when you'd bomb to find secrets.
Yeah.
That seems like a long time ago. Oh! And more deadly Kool-Aid. How is that lava?
That's not Kool-Aid, that's hot aid.
Hot aid.
Hot aid.
Hey,
Right.
maybe it'll, you know, get that kink out of like Samus's lower back or something, you know.
This is a time when I was low on health.
Yeah, that's probably one. That blinking thing, I don't know. Maybe the blinking noise means there's something dangerous. I don't know. I really haven't figured this
The
thing out
Metroid's
yet.
just on its phone. Send.
No, it's got its Facebook status updated. Current location here. It's
That's the current location here.
yes.
Like Sam was like, I wonder if the Metroid's nearby. She pulled up Facebook. The Metroid's got like a location map.
What's it called? Not Facebook. There's a social network that'll specifically tell you where people are. It got in trouble because thieves started using it to tell when people weren't home.
Oh,
It
what? No, they wouldn't do that.
It literally tracks you everywhere you go.
That's not creepy.
Not surprising, but Facebook also
What
has that.
is it?
Where you,
What
anytime
is
you, I don't know, but anytime you set up an event on Facebook,
Oh yeah, Facebook will track your
it
location.
tracks your location. And so the Metroid's like, I'm having a Samus hunting event. And here, just marks on the map.
Oh,
Samus
goody.
Like, all right.
That was
I got
totally
this.
game. You know, I just love that I had to waste time going all the way around just to trigger the thing
Argo
to
Gamer
come
says
out.
People,
It was so clever.
maybe. I don't know.
People what?
The app.
I don't remember. It was something like, I want to say 4 square, but I don't think that was it.
No, it was
Holy
8 square.
That did a
Don't
lot
you
of
know?
damage.
I don't know. I don't even want to guess because I really don't know.
Yeah. I just remember it got. What I remember was the story about thieves using it to tell if you were home
Oh.
or not.
No.
And I was like, holy shit.
At that point, you just get a parody of Home Alone where he's just faking that he's there on the internet. Like you get the two bandits looking, are they home? And it's like, yes, very home, very home.
Got him. Oh! I was like, got him. Actually, I ran out of missiles. Shit! Boom.
Yeah, I think this one killed me. I remember having like no resources when I came to here.
Crap. That's right.
I don't think you have to go through all the crap again.
The room is still fully identified now on my map.
I think the Metroid will just be there.
And it turned the ice beam off again. Thanks a lot, game. That really helps me when you turn my beams off for me. Whose brilliant idea was that?
It was mine. How did you know?
Well, we're dead. And by dead, I mean... It ain't over yet.
It's not over yet.
Boy, it'd be nice to wall jump off that, wouldn't it?
Her wall jump it's too stiff. I can't actually, like, wall jumping isn't nearly as good in this game.
It's not even
When
playing
there's yellow
boss
crap
music.
all over you.
For the veteran, it's not even playing boss music. It's just like, yeah, you know the routine.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
It can't be all like, let's play really ridiculously intense music now. Like the original.
I don't know why it's even playing the Norfair song.
I
It's not even Norfair.
don't know. I like Norfair having its own identity, and I don't necessarily disagree with remixing and reusing your music, but I can't help but feel like AM2R tried harder because they created new music. I mean, the original guy who created Metroid, he composed his music while riding a motorcycle, and he tried really hard to make sure that it always felt like you were encountering something organic. And here we are.
How do you shoot a fire beam like that? Christ.
And now here we are just,
And we're about to get nuked. Nope, not this
now
time.
here we are just not even playing any, just fight a Metroid to the Norfair theme.
It's just more fair.
How does its poop do that? It lit the stone on fire.
While you're already in the heated oven water.
Hey, Algo Gamer says X button, dude. Hit after the flash to do cutscene.
We don't need no
We've
cutscenes.
explained this. He doesn't want to.
I don't want to.
He doesn't like it, and he doesn't want to play it that way.
Jawn-X
No.
does not like cutscene the game.
Oh, it'd piss you off if you saw me playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I refuse to do the fusion thing.
The what? You mean all the cool shit?
Yes.
That was the whole point of the game. Like every enemy
I didn't
had
do
cool,
it.
weird shit that you could do. Like it was the most. It's what made the game for me.
Yeah,
It
but I
was
didn't do it.
Wonderful. There were times, there were enemies, big enemies you could dribble like a basketball to kill other enemies. An enemy would be teleporting and shooting at you, and you'd start teleporting.
No, I'm not
around,
talking
too.
about the quick action events. I'm talking about the fusion ability where you could
I don't know what that is.
you have power form or some weird stuff.
Oh, you mean where you transform?
Yeah,
I
I
those
didn't.
were kind of fun. There were different ones.
I just thought it was
Kingdom
dumb.
Hearts 2 gave you made Sora just like feel like an
Sorry.
Toriyama hero.
I apologize, everyone.
He was
I
like a
think these
shonen-
missiles will be really worth it, though.
He was like a shonen action hero. He would run around and cut buildings in half and
there we
shit
go.
by the end.
Yeah.
Which at the time was an experience I had never had with the video game. It was so over the top and insane.
It was fun.
Man, that thing actually did
I
more
loved
damage than the
Kingdom Hearts
Metroid did
too.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I told you that they decided to make all the regular enemies super deadly in this. That was just part of their design. You're almost dead again.
Yeah, I know. Tell me something I don't know.
Samus is a girl.
Bet you didn't know that.
Didn't know that, did you? Got ya.
You're
Check-
almost dead. Thanks.
Checkmate, son.
Oh, I hate the poop birds.
They're not too bad if you just.
Well,
Oh, I didn't even have to
Well,
waste my
Hadriex-
time.
Hadriex-
I didn't use freezing. Yes, you did. You would be dead if you hadn't waited.
Oh, hey, no, that's a life. I thought it was a missile station.
Little known fact. Growing up, Hadriex was traumatized by birds because everywhere they went, they pooped on him. And so in this game, he's reliving all his horrors as he runs
Oh,
into these poop
now it all
birds.
makes sense. That would explain why.
You're supposed to tell the internet that.
That would explain why he seems to be having a bad reaction every time I run into one of them.
I mean, it just brings back the trauma.
You just seen how it reacted to Distorted Travesty 3. So many birds. So many birds!
That pooped.
You could probably save your armor. You're at full health.
Oh, of course. That is what would make that happen. Not a missile, not a gun. No, like grappling beam.
He had to wrestle with it.
This must be that boss everyone was ranting about. And he ran away just like the Metroids. What a jerk.
Rusty bucket. That's just some mining bot. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, probably nothing to worry about. Speed booster boots, anyone? I like how they don't crumble on the underside.
I know, because you would be able to get around them if they did.
I wonder if I was supposed to go the other way.
It's a hat from Meet Robinson's.
Oh, I should
Okay.
need to do that. Ah! Yes.
Just run along the ceiling.
It does have a giant red glowing eye. I will give it that.
What?
You say in the minor it was a hat from Meet Robinson's. The villain in that story had a hat with an eye on it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I know. It had a red glowing eye, and the hat was sentient. It was the smart one of the two, was his hat. The guy was an idiot.
Huh.
And it's trying to get him to do things for it, and he keeps failing it again and again the entire movie. No matter
Oh,
what
there's
he
more
tries,
spikes that
he's
plan
just
won't work.
incompetent.
I was like, actually, if there's just the one set of spikes, I'm pretty sure I can get through there.
And so finally the hat just starts acting on its own to do things towards the end. It's an okay movie. Yeah, I guess I'd give it a B. Rated B.
We put a thing here. Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha ho! Wahoo! You want to play the game the own way? What are you talking about? You're going to play it the Mario way. Wahoo!
No, I think
Mario way?
Shigeru
No.
Miyamoto
Thank you for
wouldn't have
playing
made-
my game.
I don't think Shigeru Miyamoto would have made it like this.
You need to do the Mickey voice.
Remember, he worked on Prime.
Yeah, no, you need to do the big Mickey voice, and it's going. You took too long. It's now going in the vault. Woohoo!
I think freezing him makes him more vulnerable to missiles.
Maybe. Everything on SR388 is just vulnerable to ice for some reason.
The Omega Ice Beam.
It's just a shared weakness.
You know, freezing things usually kills them. I'd say they're not really that weak against it. I mean, if on Earth, you freeze something solid.
Well, there's those frogs in Canada.
Yeah, that come back to life once a
The
year.
only thing that's immune.
Spring.
The only thing immune to ice.
Yeah. Well, that's because the way cells are designed, generally ice, freezing it cracks the cell wall. Just, yeah.
What? No. There is no such thing as a cell.
You can also melee them when frozen too.
Oh, hey, let's try that. Oh, you're a genius. Oh, I'm gonna save missiles from now on.
Shatter them like that, too.
You know, who needs missiles when you can just whack things with a gun?
Yeah.
Screw shooting them, just hit them with the gun. It's
They built the entire game around the melee button.
It's
I
so
swear to you.
stupid.
I was frozen today.
Was frozen today. Oh no, they made sure of this room. They made sure.
Oh man.
They were like, nope, so go ahead and use your grapple straight up. And see that you can't advance.
Well, I saw the thing. This thing doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. It's just a dumbass door.
Yeah. Man game. I love this
It
so.
may as well have been an artificial door, because then at least it would have made sense.
No, it's-
even if there was no reason for someone to build such a stupid thing.
You know what it should have been? They should have just taken a note from Earthbound
It just had
and
to
done a giant metal pencil that's in the way, and you have to
need
get a pencil eraser.
eraser. Hey, Earthbound's awesome, man.
Well, when you get up to the door, you hit it, and then you get.
You need 25 stars.
25 stars to get past this door. And the same as like, shoot, there's no stars on this planet.
Well, I'll have to go back.
This
into
game does a
space.
really good job of teaching you to shoot first and ask questions later. Can you imagine what it'd be like if I actually ran into another human being? I would shoot them instinctively. They would be shot.
It's their fault for being on this planet.
Go gaming. They should have kept the color doors from earlier in the game.
Well, at least they were a little easier to tell what you're like looking at. Oh, I bet you I have to go from a different angle, because the player wants to be tormented by seeing power-ups they can't get. They did that all the time in Metroid 2, actually. Super Metroid only has a couple of times that they're like, Look at this missile pack. You know you want it. Man, this is a big shaft. Let's see here. Trigger you. No, thank you. Oh, pff, I went the hard way, apparently. Doop. Oh, giant centipedes in the background. That's cool.
The backgrounds are amazing. The backgrounds are just the best. We say you have to use the grapple.
You have to use the grapple beam here. There is no other option.
Like, if it were like players could slowly spider ball around and clever players could grapple all over the freaking place, but no.
Let's do this thing. Push that button. A little boot-ooper.
Gonna have to rapid fire it. No, just rapid fire straight up. You've got the beam.
Oh, it'll go through walls?
Yeah, you have the wave beam.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I feel stupid now. I was thinking I was gonna have to do some kind of crazy shot thing. I was like looking at like.
No, the game's not that clever.
Yay! We got 3 more missiles. Who's counting?
The game is.
I was asking rhetorically, Hadriex, but you
managed-
answered my question with a literal answer.
Since you use up every missile sometimes.
The mother, like, if you don't come at the missiles, Queen Metro just laughs at you.
I think you can kill it without missiles, though.
Lame!
I think.
Lame!
It was a pain in the ass.
Oh, I should be hitting with the melee button. Oh well, the missile combo works pretty.
You forget, game designers now assume all players are DSP and go from there. What's DSP?
I think he means damage per second. He just typoed.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you mean to say that players are dipshits and go from there? Is that actually a pretty good way that the industry?
Well, that's multiplayer games.
Yeah, players don't get us. They don't get anything. More tutorials.
Let's see here. I'm not
If
going.
we don't have the Metroid going hint, 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 hint. Listen, hey, they will never find the
Hey,
Metroids.
there's a couple of times I needed more hints.
Why
so-
did they? This is stupid though. Why even bother putting the spikes there? Why?
I don't know, because they want to make you feel like you're doing different things all the time.
But it really is pointless. It doesn't add anything to the gameplay at all. Actually, it restricts it and makes it less fun. It really does. Okay, I guess that one.
Puzzle.
No dark side of Phil. He's famous for his stupidity. What?
I do not know who that is.
Alright, so this is just a short.
Is that the guy who did the Metal Gear Solid game? And he didn't listen to any videos because he was constantly stuck. And he had like the worst Let's Play of like 500 parts getting through Metal Gear Solid 3.
Never heard of him.
Like he just kept doing part to part, and people are like.
I think I did hear about that.
You watched some of it. I remember watching some of it with you. Where the entire time the audience like just watch the cutscene. It tells you where you need to go and why are you doing what you're doing.
I don't
He
know
was
what I'm
using no
doing.
stealth the entire game. He kept dying and dying and dying.
Oh.
It just played the game wrong.
I mean, there can be entertainment value in watching someone play a game wrong, but
He did like
Get-
it was like 120 parts or something like that getting through the game. It's a ridiculously long
Not
Let's
doing
Play
good here.
that he eventually did beat the game in. And I'm doing everything absolutely wrong, and I strongly suspected that he probably knew what he was doing. He just did it for entertainment purposes. But it got like a lot of people really angry.
look, if you're gonna be angered, go watch somebody else.
Go watch somebody else.
Grief.
I know.
I mean, you gotta be kidding. Let people play games their own way, even if it's stupid.
Yeah, I just got out of bowl of popcorn and started watching some of it. This is pretty funny.
Oh, there's another one of those fans. Nope, you can't do our puzzle in the way you want to.
Yeah, the fan is perhaps the biggest offender to me. The freaking fans.
This is not even a puzzle. I don't know what this is supposed to be.
A pain in the ass.
Oh, now I have to rush. And if I don't hurry, it'll respawn.
Yes, that was it. This one's a pain in the ass. I remember this little asshole here.
This is probably...
It's just a little one. Just a small, tiny one. You need a magnifying glass to see how small this asshole really is. Oh, he's famous for rage quitting multiple Lego games.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, Lego games? Those have a lose condition?
Yeah, you keep trying it, trying new strategies until you get it. Cause
I don't care.
Building solutions.
I'm not wasting your guys' time on
I thought
this.
it was just running around and collecting, like, stuff.
A missile pack is not worth this.
It was a pain in the ass.
I only saw...
I don't remember how I did it.
Like, I saw one just years and years and years back. I don't know if each one's different or what they do. The one I saw was that you kept on having to adjust the dungeon and stuff until you could get the cart all the way across.
I saw...
So there's multiple lose conditions.
I had a friend in high school that she tried to get me into the Lego games, and she played, like, the Star Wars ones and the Harry Potter ones, and I watched it, and it was just running around collecting bajillions of Legos. And I was like, huh.
I'm good.
It's not really a collect-a-thon. It's like just, I need to find a million billion Legos.
I don't know why we don't have super missiles yet. Like, normally in the game, a Metroid
it's like Mario
game,
on the typewriter. He puts in too many typos and the typewriter explodes.
That was awesome.
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't actually played them. I watched someone play it and I didn't get it. So I just didn't try it. I mean, a lot of people love them. There must be more to them than I saw. A few years ago, I saw someone else playing the Marvel one, and all the superheroes seemed spot on to me. But, I don't know. I'm just surprised to hear someone rage quitting a Lego game, because
it's impossible!
I mean, I play games made for kids.
I'm out of missiles. I'm like, mash A button.
You ever played Pocky and Rocky, Schneider?
No.
It's an SNES game that looks like a little kid's game. Art-wise, that game will kick your ass.
Oh boy.
That game, it's a top-down adventure game, kind of like a Zelda-style thing, except that it's an arcade game. It's like just all about kicking your ass. Just all these enemies, and it's like a little girl in a tanuki, if I remember right.
Oh, I got some more missiles. That's good. Just in
They
time.
drop missiles for you. Alright, how many you got left?
2 more. 19 missiles, folks. I'm still probably beating Hadriex time by a lot.
This is the biggest floor in the game.
I'm gonna have to...
After this, the game gets faster and faster.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't want to deal with this.
Freaking fans.
Okay, here we go.
Freaking fans.
What can we say? He's just not a big fan.
He was not a big fan of the
Have
fans.
I ever rage quit a game
I don't know.
Yes.
that I streamed?
Not that you streamed, I don't think. But yet you have rage quitted at least one game. I'm just trying to remember what.
I don't remember doing it. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I played a lot of things.
Like, I forget what it is. It's just an awful, awful game with crappy controls.
Yeah, I played quite a few games that were just total garbage.
And you just was like, no more, just no more. But I know you've done it at least once, but it's not a regular
Alright,
occurrence.
so it's definitely
I've had a
not
few
near.
old NES games that I got a hold of that were more obscure, that were just like, I can see why this is obscure. Nobody wanted to play this one.
I thought I turned it off like 2 times. Whatever. Oh, that's because I had the wrong thing. The action key thing. Alright, let's go down. Going down. I like the mine look of this place.
They gave each place a distinctive look.
Nintendo trying to tell us that they find fans annoying. Yes!
Yes, Nintendo has proven many times they hate their fans. They want to make sure that we hate fans too.
How on earth do we get to that?
I'm going to seek a food.
Can you get me a little bit of a roll of toilet paper?
Probably need another item.
I'm leaking. I'm leaking.
That's just a personal problem.
I hate being sick.
The proper term is tissue paper, sir.
Paper. Yes. You know what used to be a really good move, Schneider? Charging and then doing the pseudo screw attack. It was a really, really, really useful ability in Super Metroid. But in this game, they're like, nope. I think it's sort of in the game, but it's useless. Great. I just ran into that guy. Alright. Alright. We're so close. We're missing 1 Metroid, folks. 1 Metroid. I'd say this is an ample time to review the map. Let's see here. Merp, merp, merp. I see 2 places I can go that I haven't explored. Alright. I'd say in either case we want to go this way. I swear I didn't hit the melee button at that point. I miss the old days when shots actually killed things. Wow. And the melee attack, just one-shotting things, is just ridiculous to me. Oh yeah, I remember that. Alright, let's go this way! Whee! I think this was the life. Good timing.
Yeah, it is.
You tried what multiple times and assumed they removed it. Removed what? Sorry.
I thought you marking about when you said what was good move, charging.
Oh, remove the pseudo screw attack.
Oh no! Charge up.
I tried it and it's
jump.
pretty
It
much
works.
useless.
Take the ice off. I killed a bunch of things with that.
All right, I couldn't go this way because
Screw you. Let me see. You only need 1 more Metroid. Go ahead and deposit the ones you have.
let's see.
So at least you know what part of the dungeon you should be looking at.
There's a couple of spots I haven't gotten to, so I can teleport into this from the other direction, maybe.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to get past that point at this time, where you just were.
Yeah, but there's an elevator from the other side that I didn't go down. Okay. Ouch. Right. The plague that has spread to me. The charge jump, yeah.
Stupid snails and their stupid green sludge trails.
The charge jump.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you can charge up and jump and you can hit enemies.
That's just not the same.
It worked well for me when I used it. I could kill some of the enemies with it.
Yeah, it's called the pseudo screw
but
attack.
a lot of enemies, it doesn't.
Bombs are actually They're definitely like the tickle beam.
A lot of enemies, though, it doesn't work very well on. Bombs or what?
The bombs are like the tickle beam.
Bombs were never really a weapon in
They
Metroid.
were actually surprisingly good. They did good damage. It may not seem like it. They were just really hard to use, but they would usually do significant damage.
They were for exploration. They weren't for killing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, you found it.
Yep. Well, I guessed it was probably in a spot I hadn't gone to.
Have you tried the fan updates to AM2R yet, Hadriex?
No, I haven't.
Fan updates.
There's a Reddit for AM2R I heard about while I was playing this. They apparently finished AM2R.
That sounds pretty good to me. All
I
right.
know, right? Sounds amazing.
This is gonna be another one that runs away.
What? No.
Let's do that. Turn that on.
I mean, you know what would be kind of cool? I mean, having the first one run away is not a mistake. I mean, it doesn't have to be a mistake. Because you could...
the last one.
It could have been the last one. But
After you killed a dozen of them.
But it would be kind of cool if you could actually, before you run into one, kind of scope it off and start blocking off entrances before you fight it. Because you know
How
it's
did
gonna try
it
to
fire
run.
its laser?
You know? There's things you could have done to make
Yeah.
this more interesting.
There's a lot that could be done. Like I was saying, when the ROM hacks for this come out, they'll be interesting.
I don't see that happening anytime soon. And you're assuming this game even gets enough love that people are gonna ROM hack it.
Oh, I don't know. I think someone will.
Maybe.
We've already got computers talking to it, so it cannot be hard to get the data and ROM hack it.
Alright, here we go. Round 2. Fight. Darn, that was like a really well-placed shot, too. I'm out of missiles.
Potions are really weird. The hands, for example, are different sizes.
Yep, they are.
Oh, good.
seems
Did he
good.
decide to run away when I ran out of...
They added a new attack to the Queen, used a better soundtrack, and added a new game plus with randomizer functionality. AM2R,
Ooh.
huh?
Sounds pretty good to me.
And it's a bit better sized.
New game plus, I don't know what I think of.
And it's a bit better sized, but it's like, I don't normally draw full buys, so I need to work on it. But
Let me go grab the food.
it looks
Probably
okay.
Alright, here we go again. Round 3. Alright, buddy. You and me. You and me.
Let's dance.
I don't know. I thought the Metroid Queen had pretty good attacks. What I really wanted to hear, though, was that they filled in
Got
that
him.
last area. Because there was clearly, the distribution center clearly was going to take you to another area. And then it wasn't included. That's what I want.
Hell yeah, baby.
I love everything about AM2R. All I wanted was more of it.
10 out of 10. Ding!
I'm going to have to look
How long did
into...
this take me?
I'm going to have to look
An
into
hour
Ori
and a half.
now that I know that...
I've got a copy of it. It's worth playing. It's really good.
yeah.
But it's pretty hard.
Yeah, but now that I hear that Ori 2 was being devved by him, it's like, now I gotta try
We're doing
it.
level design, so.
Well, you know. Oh, okay, so New Game Plus is a boss rush. Get through
40
the game as
Metroids.
quick as you can.
40 Metroids, go!
48.
48. It's like a Super Smash Brothers stage. They all just start running into you like before I got into you.
New Game Plus, then you pick up even more energy tanks. What the hell?
Oh no!
You don't need more energy tanks in that game, that's for sure.
Oh, that's what you think.
Well, you completed the section of horror.
Alright.
I still want to know why the Chozo built the big circles that collected Metroid DNA to lower acid.
We may
Don't
never
understand.
know their reasoning and logic. But 4 hours.
I think that's the
he's more than
closest one I
halfway.
can get to.
How many Metroids are left? Jawn-X, how many Metroids are left?
Too many.
About 48.
We have, I think, 17 plus a couple of alphas will show up if they're going to stay true to the original. Not alphas, I mean the babies. Which actually can be a huge pain in the butt.
So that just means that, yeah, you're more than halfway to our mark. Hadriex, better start crying.
Nah, he'll never beat my record of, what was it, 16 hours?
Yeah, the exterior is intended to be a boss rush. The game class removed the lava mechanic to allow further exploration.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the purple acid. It's weird to me that the whole planet is full of purple acid.
Yeah, well, it just was...
It doesn't feel as threatening as, like, the lava. But, I mean, it's an incredibly mild nitpick on my part to say anything about that at all, really.
What did I tell you guys about yawning earlier?
Not you. I'm just dead today.
Yawns are
Dave.
contagious. And if I yawn, then the audience will start yawning. And then they'll fall asleep. And I'll be really sad. Ouch.
I would kill those robots, but I hated them.
Screw it. No, we're not killing them. We're getting the heck out of here. We got
Get
places
me
to
outta
go.
here.
Aha.
Urgh. Must aim slightly.
Alright, John, I got a great idea. Let's build a drainage system that relies on DNA.
That, don't. I already ranted about DNA last time. Hadriex, please. Don't.
It is. Oh, we have enough DNA. Drainage system turns on.
Oh, hey, it fully restored me. 99 missiles, huh?
Yeah.
They
And where that acid was, already full of enemies. Why? Because screw you. It doesn't make sense, but screw you anyway.
Well, they just knew that there was going to be 48 Metroids exactly. Good thing they were keeping count somehow. What happens if you accidentally plugged in an X virus into the machine? Would that glitch it out? Would it break?
I don't know. This whole thing just doesn't make no sense. It doesn't make no sense.
I don't even know how to beat those, so.
You can use bombs.
Bombs don't seem to work on them. Missiles bounce off of them.
Acid-proof baddies.
The
Yep.
best thing to do.
That one died to a bomb.
Missiles kill them.
I mean,
the best way to kill them is to counter them.
I strongly believe that...
You flip them over, then you shoot them in their vulnerable underbellies.
At first, I felt bad for these monsters and Metroids for eating them, but you know, now that I know they're acid-proof and they're almost as deadly as Metroids, eat them! Just eat them all!
Yeah.
Blow up the planet!
Acid.
Just throw the planet to the sun.
Just be done with it. Everything on this planet is
that's
terrible.
all you should have done. Chozo, you should have just taken this planet and just pitched it into the nearest star.
I'd say if anyone could blow the planet up easily, it'd be the Chozo.
If
Sheesh.
anyone could blow the planet up easily, it would be Samus Returns. It happens everywhere she goes. But for some reason, she doesn't blow this one.
She failed to find the self-destruct button that the Chozo invariably put somewhere.
It's a huge maze up there, isn't it? A huge, uh-oh.
Oh, the ant enemy that only shows up in little mazes like that with their power-ups. Look, I look for enemy variety anywhere I can in this game, okay?
Man.
Oh.
Great, I have to go all the way around.
She blew this one up in Fusion. Did she blow up SR-388?
It costs me a missile to go back. Man, those jerks. Yay for gameplay.
I have created chimichangas.
Apparently Samus blew up SR388 in Fusion. Good move.
Wow.
Should have done that sooner.
That did a lot of damage.
No, she didn't. All she did was drop a space station on it, didn't she?
I don't
You
know.
don't actually go to SR388, you just hang out on a space station, if I remember right.
This is a lot of work.
And then you drop it onto the planet.
I mean, if she just
I
nuked the
think.
planet from orbit rather than going in and just killing the ball.
Don't you pitch it into a star.
Ah! She didn't slip through. What the hell?
Yeah, you couldn't just throw radiation on and be done with it. She'd have to neutrino bomb it from orbit.
Oh.
There we go, fixed it.
Why don't you go contact the Cremato or whatever from EG and have them vaporize the planet? Do I really want this missile pack? I mean, do I really? Alright, one more try here. Stupid things. Yay for fun.
I'll look it up later. Can confirm. It's none of us like Jawn-X and Hadriex played Fusion. But none of us remember it particularly
Did you
well.
see how far that fire reached, Snyder? It reached out like eight tiles or something.
Bloop.
The Federation
One
wanted to
for you.
weaponize a Metroid, and
One
she
for you.
destroyed the planet.
I don't know. I've had a lot of caffeine today. I might might be undergo caffeine poisoning if I.
That was what was explicitly stated. The station would destroy the planet completely.
Oh, really? It's a little
So
space station?
it was a Frieza blast.
A little space station blew up a whole planet?
Yeah, it was built by Frieza.
The space station was just happened to be filled with,
Frieza.
yeah, there's not many other things I can think of.
And like the Federation's like looking at the planet. The planet's gonna blow up in about 5 minutes.
The Federation is like, let's build a scientific space station. Let's load it with so much explosives it can crack a planet.
But maybe.
Wait, why?
Why not?
But what? I mean, what's the space station even doing there? Because, there was no Metroids left to weaponize on the planet. The Metroids are kind of dead at that point.
Well, they were creating their own Metroids on the station for some reason.
The map still says I'm on R388 just because I need a reminder.
They're genetically engineering their own.
So it's just easy to make this. It's just a.
But the Omega at the end of Fusion just falls apart when you look at it, so they're not doing a good job.
It's just apparently very easy to make Metroids. It's just there's just a blueprint hiking around. The Chozo were lazy. They're like, let's just distribute this around.
No, they're using McAfee for their antivirus.
McAfee. No.
And Windows 95. They're behind the times. That's why they went extinct.
They got hacked.
Yes.
By Ganon.
Ganon and his minions have hacked Korodai. Only you can say.
This is kind of an interesting looking place.
Oh. Ow.
Freaking Ganon. I hacked all your robots. What the hell?
What the? It knocked me off the ceiling. What the fuck?
What?
This thing can knock you off the ceiling.
So it can.
Oh my gosh. And all my weapons, of course, are all utterly fucking useless.
Samus looks at it. I hate you.
All the sophisticated stuff in the world, and I can't even. It's like, why?
You have one weapon that kills them. It's called the counterattack. The whole game was built around it. Like, seriously. That's... Okay, there you go.
You know, what if we remade Metroid 2, but Samus was secretly Bruce Lee?
Yes. I'd have
Just
fun.
kick the Metroid to death. No, it's not Samus. It's just Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
In Metroid 2.
I agree
Return
with
of
this
Bruce
idea.
Lee.
Return of Bruce Lee.
Yeah, this is
He
where he
grows
went.
up,
He didn't
grapples
die.
his-
He actually.
It goes to grapple his head and he just starts kicking it. A whole bunch.
We. Yay. Alright.
Well, it'd be pretty epic to play as Kenshiro. You get all the way to the core.
He'd punch the planet's pressure points and then
Well,
go home.
that's at the end. At the very end, he's right at the core of the planet with the Queen Metroid.
Can I
And
play
he looks
Chuck
at it and he
Norris?
ignores it, and he hits the key points on the core of the planet and walks off.
So get this, it won't
like-
let me wall
he's
jump
like
off
talking
this
to the
wall.
Queen Metroid. You don't know. Your planet's already dead. Boom.
Stupid game. Ugh.
The counter is like early motion controls. Always front and center.
10 out of 10, IGN.
Same point.
That's my answer.
It's so funny that they
Now, what
bothered.
kind of place is this?
Crystal-y place. Nothing's ever easy anymore.
Man. I was about 3 years ago rewatching some of the old Doctor Who serials. Do you remember Hand of Fear at all?
Not by name.
It's the one where the Doctor and Sarah Jane are in a gravel pit, and there's this hand that they dig up, and the hand keeps tacking to Sarah Jane, and it regenerates the radiation, and it forms this crystalline life form.
Hand.
From a hand.
Turns into a crystal. Makes sense. Yeah.
It's either stone creature or crystal creature, I forget, but it's granite-based life form.
Glug, glug, glug.
During the serial, like, you come to find out that this thing is really, really evil, and it wants to get back to its planet. And it's like the writing on it was really stupidly bad, because this person was for their species, this person was the engineer. He's the reason why their planet became super successful. He did all the technology. He was the worker.
I see. I see
And
how
then
everything works.
I forget what he did to piss them all off, but they exiled him from it, their planet.
They ripped his arm off and threw it into space.
All that left is a hand on Earth, and it's been millions and millions of years. So the Doctor shows him that the planet's long since been destroyed and ruined. Because, well, the guy who was maintaining everything was thrown off.
What? That wouldn't cause that.
So, it's been millions of years, and
nobody else knew how to do anything.
Of course not.
And he's like, well, I will still be king. I still have subjects to the DNA banks. And he gets in there, and there's just a video recording going, "Ha! We got rid of all our DNA banks because fuck you!" And I was like, what? What? You hated this guy so much.
You went extinct.
You went extinct. And just on the off chance that somehow, magically, after centuries, he came back, you made a recording just to mock him, just to laugh at him. Who did this? Who wrote this? What is this?
Well, what's great about the story
Let's go this way.
is he's got a time machine. It's like he could literally go. The Doctor did it.
The Spazzer
The
Beam.
Doctor told them what to do.
Yeah, I don't
Yay.
know. I'm wondering. I'm like,
Yeah, I know what the Spazzer Beam is.
Actually, your missiles are no longer important.
That's just rude.
No, the spazzer you gun is ridiculous. It's absurd power.
You mean it actually is doing... Actually, it's a little bit underpowered, but it's actually doing tolerable damage is what you mean.
It's the one
Turn your machine gun on and say that again.
It's tolerable.
It's the one serial where the Doctor used his scarf to actually trip something.
Yeah.
Because he tripped it into a pit and left it. He just sit there as the only survivor on an empty planet.
That's just mean.
Well, the guy was very, very evil.
So, he's had 1,000,000 years of punishment. He served his time.
But I was just like, what am I watching after at the end of that one? It was like, it didn't even make any sense from top to bottom. That is next level trolling, if there's ever been next level trolling. To drive yourself extinct and mock the guy and gave the shit. It's just like, joke's on you! How dare you?
Oh. I need it. Alright.
You weren't expecting that, were you?
How do I... Wow. That thing literally killed itself. How is that an evolutionary favorable strategy? Yay. You know what's funny? The Spazzer Beam is definitely a lot better than what I had before, but it doesn't matter It doesn't matter. I'm just
think-
gonna keep using the ice
I
beam
think what
because
it
it's.
was is that once he built up the defenses and stuff, he wanted basically just to become a galactic empire. I think that was his ambition, was just to be a king and
That's
conquer stuff because, well,
that's like
they
what
had weapons
everyone
and
wants to
technology,
do.
They could conquer
Why
things.
not? It's
And-
what kings do.
and
It
so-
sounds normal enough.
And so he gets deposed. The engineer gets deposed and thrown away just entirely.
I'm not gonna take an acid bath. I thought about it, but whatever. This game has got a lot of no fun stuff in it.
They're still
So.
claiming Aeon abilities are optional because they did pre-release. Well, they are optional. I do imagine there's gonna be speedrunners.
Not
You
without
have
the
to
armor.
you have to go through the red plant shit. And that stuff, if you don't have the lightning armor on, it just kind of kills you.
Yeah, it does. There's a couple of places.
Maybe someone could get through that.
Oh, it knocked my Aeon abilities out. Oh no, whatever will I do?
Eh?
Alright. That's Norfair again? There's just these hot places randomly in the planet. You know, only just this random chunk of lava.
I can't hear you.
It makes a lot of sense.
It froze. Oh, there it is.
You were freaking me out there for a second. Okay, that looks like lava.
Hi.
I wonder how I'm supposed to progress. Could it be the grappling beam? Whee!
Hey, what's up?
Let's see here. Let's do that. Boop. Why was that area lava-y?
It started raining and I picked it up. Oh! Oh yeah! Oh! You know what? I'll call you back a little later and we'll chat. We're actually in the middle of a stream right now. All three of us.
All three of us.
Buddy old pal.
And they barely updated Norfair as well, rather than actually make a new track. Yeah, it's just a remix.
I'm okay with that.
The remix sounds
I just
okay.
don't know why they've decided it had to sound like Norfair.
I mean, like, if they remake Super Metroid, remix the songs, with this one there, it needed remixes of the Metroid 2 songs were good. They
I
did
think
that.
Hadriex is right. The ice beam is still useful, but this is definitely actually killing things. Oh, my gun actually is useful now in a Metroid game. Well, that's good to know. I only had to wait over half the game before the gun actually was good.
Once you get to the spazzer, it's like your gun is just insane.
But, yeah, and then they just needed to throw in a bunch of original tracks. Which I would wonder, I don't know if
Why bother? Why put these swarms in the game, though? I don't...
how many members of the original team are still around.
They don't have very many enemies in the game.
But I would talk to him, to the original music composer, and go, what other songs were you thinking about Metroid 2?
He's dead.
Is he?
The guy who made Metroid
Is dead, yeah.
No,
he
I
died.
know him, but was he also the music composer?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
mentioned it earlier. He did his compositions while riding his motorcycle.
No, well, then there's no getting the notes on that one.
But he did tell you exactly what he was thinking.
Yep.
Everything should feel organic, like you're encountering a creature. That was his thing.
Because I know that, yeah, he's gone, and also the guy who made the Game Boy is also
I
gone.
actually had a slight Metroid 2 vibe there for just a second. Like with the room design, it did actually kind of remind me of Metroid 2. Ooh, we're big. Damn.
It'd be cool to fight
His
three
butt
alphas
is
at
just
once
missile-proof.
Right now.
Oh, he ran away.
Yeah, he's out of here.
Screw this. You know what? Samus can go kill somebody else.
It's like South Park. Screw this, I'm out of here.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
I'm going home.
Greetings and welcome to the live stream.
Oh, who joined? Oh, he joined?
We're streaming right now. We're live.
I'll pop up in a second. Ooh. Let me see what's going on. Investigation. Investigating feet.
Stupid thing. Where'd it go?
Come here, Metroidy, Metroidy, Metroidy.
Fire Metroids, Aqua Metroids.
The door's just open. And that secret's up
I
here.
still remember the first time I encountered a Gamma in Metroid 2, and you could see it sitting there. It's perfectly still because it wouldn't trigger until you got closer to it.
Oh, I see.
Creepy thing.
Got him. This decided to start hiding missile tanks and missile blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sense? That's for other people.
Just mash the A button to win. I found you.
He was right behind you somehow.
Nah. He's like, shit. Get the fuck out of here. Shit. Samus is in here. There's these crystals everywhere. Crystals are pretty. I like the alien hive plant life stuff.
Doesn't this make the game so much scarier, so much more fun, so much more of an action game?
Yeah.
Is there any element that's enhanced by this?
All of them. Okay, I'm pretty sure that thing ran down. That's probably the next part I gotta go. Okay, right, I already know what this room looks like. Sorry. Just trying to not screw up.
Oh, wait, this stream's gonna need to wrap up soon. 2 hour mark.
Let's see.
He's gotta finish this fight.
How would you design a theoretical Metroid 5 anyway? They find more Metroids!
I'd put Samus in it, and I'd put Metroids, and I wouldn't put a melee attack in it. How's that for a start?
And there would magically be no Ridley.
Ha! Getting awfully tired of Ridley.
Or Mecha Ridley. Or any other form
Jumping
of
into
Ridley.
lava, I would not recommend that to anyone. That was probably not a good choice.
Is it frozen?
Oh, if it is, it's a good point to add.
Oh, there was only one
Yep, we gotta go drain the acid before we
Wait.
I told you at the start, there's one.
Oh, I probably should have paid attention.
You might expect when you see only one that it's gonna be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
You might expect if there's only one that there would be some kind of like challenge or something. Nope, it was just a guy.
Behold, your first Zeta. Haha, now here's
So,
a Gamma.
Metroid 5 would take place on Earth
What?
in this medieval castle. And as you're going through it, there's just this vampire guy. Total jerk.
No, it would be a Metroid game about Samus crying.
No. It'd be crossover with Castlevania.
We already had that one.
So it'd be Metroidvania now.
I'd do a
Did
sequel.
you have a Castlevania crossover with Metroid?
No, not
Castle
going that
Troid.
way.
Castle Troid?
Castle Troid.
Yes. It just turned out they're in the same universe. Dun dun dun. I mean, just you put up with Belmont.
Oh, let me see. I would probably have some other terrible thing that Shozo made someplace else. And like I said, I would be tempted to. I know a lot of people hate Federation Force, and I haven't even looked at it, but I would be tempted to not put Samus in the game and to do other people,
Oh, super missiles.
and to do some other group.
And just explore what the Chozo are doing.
You know what?
And, yeah,
I don't even care that you
and
did that.
Then
Screw you.
really play up like how terrible it all is. Then you could later put out the game where Samus goes to that place and just kicks its ass.
It would be. Okay, if they did a horror game with Federation Force where. Yeah, that would be awesome. You'd be like, okay, I wish I was Samus.
Yeah, you wish you're
I wish
Samus.
Samus was there. I wish Samus. And you barely survive. You get your last thing you do is you get the message off, and then you get slaughtered. And then like Samus is coming.
That would be a cool game.
Well, like Space Pirates are an actual threat.
You could do.
They're just
I could
picking you
actually
off.
seeing it as a multiplayer sort of game, where there's.
Well, the moment you do that, you kill horror. Horror and multiplayer are not friends.
I'm not even really paying attention to this maze because it's requiring me to really concentrate. Not.
You need
They just give you an
those are
energy tank.
precious. Other M2 thing. What?
Yeah.
Samus Crime Simulator.
Other M.
That probably exists somewhere.
Other M.
The other M.
The other
What
M.
the hell was
Yeah,
it?
no. It'd be with Morshu as the main character. Other
Okay, what the hell did Other M mean? What was the name? Because I never played it. So what did they mean by the Other M?
Oh,
What
there's an
was the
actual pit there.
What was the first M? What is it referring to? Dare I even ask? It's probably going to be something that will make me sad if you answer. I'll probably like, no.
I wonder if this is the direction I have to go.
Another Queen Metroid.
To the elevator mobile!
Oh, really? They went with another Queen Metroid. Other M is about
Of course.
another Metroid.
Of
Queen.
course there's another one. No, there's another one. So we could do other M.
Other M.
I don't object to the concept of there being another Metroid.
No. I got a better one.
I'm sad that they wasted it on that one.
It's not other M, it'd just be called another M.
Another M.
That's the greatest name ever. Another M.
Another M.
Well, it's not. They're not incorrect. It is just another Metroid showing up.
I don't have any
Ew.
more.
A human Metroid Queen hybrid. Ew.
What?
I saw
Okay,
the...
okay, now that's just fucked up.
I saw the Queen Metroid and I went...
Samus is a Metroid
Okay.
human hybrid, technically. Sort of, a little bit.
I saw the Queen Metroid and just thought it was
Alright,
sexy.
here you go.
I can do this. I can do it 5 times. No, I'm running away from that thing. I know better. There's a save point right there.
You should save.
Oh, I thought you was wrapping up.
You should have saved.
No, I mean, you do...
Oh, you don't know what's coming.
What the? Her gun just switched for this cutscene.
You know, cleaning as usual. These places were pretty dirty.
Those power-ups, you will never get another chance at them.
I'll survive. It just sped up. Fucking rubber banding jackass. He plays Mario Kart. Axe! Guess my bomb didn't do anything.
I had hell in this area. It killed me so many times.
It's not over yet. I assume. Why'd they stop that, though? Should they keep chasing it? Isn't this like a horror run section?
It's an adventure game. What is horror?
You know, they could have... I'm gonna die. No.
Like, the thing is not horrifying. It's not protest. It's not even...
That was a freaking Aeon tank.
Oh, I died.
Prepare to die, dude.
Pretty die.
Okay, let's try that again.
It's a just die a moment. You're an exploding penguin.
Oh, now he's going fast.
He doesn't want you to get the iron tank. It's just there to tease you.
This section, this just...
This is the
Alright, I
this
can't
is the
fuck
epitome
around.
of game design. Everyone likes playing the same
oops.
section over and over again. Greatest joy ever.
I'm having a problem with the grapple beam.
Oh! 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 Oh!
You gotta switch the grapple beam right away.
So this is apparently
I
the
don't
most
even-
dangerous enemy in the game.
I don't even know how to get into the Aeon tank. Yeah, I know. I was looking at the thing going, can I just have that grind up the Queen Metroid for me?
Oh! Oh!
Fuck it.
Good answer.
I like how it speeds up and slows down continually.
But it slows down whenever it hits the rocks.
Ouch. Oh, why? You can't. No, no, you can't just take the spikes and go. No, it knocks you back. You have to use the grappling game because
Yeah.
screw you.
That's how spikes work. Screw you.
So only 3 deaths, not bad. You got a Samus out of Samus on that run. Only 3 Samuses crying.
Yeah.
Not over yet.
Oh, good thing it knocked me up. Fuck it. I don't care. You assholes! You did that intentionally.
You ever play a Metroid game where they just permanently destroy power-ups on you?
You know, all the time.
I just don't know.
It just frustrates you. Don't
And
feel like
Ogle's
a
Gaming's
badass.
comment, prepare to die,
I mean-
dude.
I mean,
Just
if
echoes
you're
through my
It's
mind.
not horror and terror, nor is it I'm such a badass. It's
just frustration because
I'm not
you're
even
watching-
frustrated
you can't
yet.
get, you can't get any of the power ups. Now you're losing power ups. I mean, if you could actually legitimately get them into going on, you're powering up
I'm
as you're
sure
getting.
that you could, but I can't.
I mean, like, it would feel much better. But they needed to slow this thing down by a bit.
I think this whole thing was a mistake. That's
Yeah.
my
Run
opinion.
lightning armor at least.
Oh, I'm getting smarter now. Oh, do you see that? No.
Sure you can't just missile straight up?
I'm just sitting there thinking of like the labyrinth, the cleaner. Oh, when
Prepare
you
to
get
die, dude.
When you get the castle, the giant
Famous
spinning blades,
words.
and it's just 2 goblins on a spinning wheel, spinning the blades.
I don't know. This is just hard to take seriously. Maybe it's just me, but this
Well,
thing is just so ridiculous. Like,
It's just frustrating to get through. It's not fun. I mean, if you're not having fun, it's just why put it in?
Well, not necessarily everything has to be fun per se. Missile straight up. Yeah! Well,
I did it.
well,
Oh, now it's
there-
going fast.
There's no rock.
I made the wrong path. You know, like in Mario Brothers 1, where you're in the castle, and you have to go down the right path. And if you don't know the right path, you're just kind of fucked.
There's a mechanic that they never used again. Even the fan games, with rare exceptions, pretend that mechanic didn't happen. You're dead.
Not today. Oh, well, not right now anyway.
It's already over.
Screw you, Hadriex. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
We have a vote
Get
of
outta
confidence from Hadriex, the backseat gamer.
here. Yeah.
Give up,
Hadriex,
Jawn-X.
the backseat gamer extraordinaire.
It's over.
It's already too late.
You can't handle it. Give me the controller. I got this.
Ugh! Oh! I tried so hard.
You know what section of AM2R I actually compare this to? I was thinking of doing a thing where anyway.
His section
To
wasn't
me-
frustrating like
To
this
me, it was
one.
the section with the escape sequence with the overheating. And you got to fight a boss in it, and it was genius. It was short, it was actually...
Samus is just having a bad day.
This is just this was a mistake. I can tell you for sure this section was a mistake.
Don't worry. Eventually, you get to fight this guy, and the fight
By the
is
time
so.
you get the baby Metroid, you don't need anything anymore.
That's called beating the game.
Yeah, it's like, well, you know, after you beat the game, you can get the stuff you missed. It's like, well, meh. Oh, by the way, Jawn-X, you know how you unlock the hardest difficulty setting? You buy an amiibo.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You got so many people angry, going, "I like this game. I like. Why would you make it?"
It's 15
wallet off?"
bucks, assuming you can find the amiibo, which you probably can't.
Dies. Dang it.
I thought I was gonna die for a second there. Oh, he can't see me. That's so cute. Why did it roar? And spit out a power-up? Thanks?
That was clogging its nostril. Its mechanical nostril.
Power bombs?
Mecha nostril.
Nope, space jump. Yay.
Why did it have
Yeah.
space jump lodged in it? What? I mean, it would make sense if you know how
I was happy to get that power.
I actually dislike the space jump.
I was happy to have a space
I think it's actually
jump.
one of the worst power-ups.
You mean the most powerful power-ups?
Wall jumping is way more fun to me. There's more gameplay.
Yeah, but you can't wall jump in this game, so...
I'm just gonna jump endlessly
all the
now.
walls are yellow.
But I was did it grind up a statue along the way?
There was a broken statue at the very beginning.
Because at least if you saw it grinding it up, you could at least understand why it had it on it.
Yeah, it likes to grind up statues.
How come its grinder kills Samus but doesn't destroy the power-up?
Shh. You asked too many questions.
You're asking about the worst addition to Metroid 2.
Who beta tested the section anyways? The worst.
Sorry, I don't like that robot. I don't like his grindy chase sequences, and I don't like...
He just was the worst addition to the game.
He
If you
was
cut him, the
at
game would
first,
be better.
The first time you see him, that first moment where it looks at you, that was cool. Samus's badass finish off hit is also cool, but
The door's not powered up. You can't go through it. No.
It's a puzzle.
you have to be fast.
You gotta be smooth, you
Gotta
gotta
go
be
fast.
wise. Gotta be strong, gotta be faster.
No, gotta go fast. Sonic the Hedgehog and Samus Aran, the
So-
ultimate team.
No, let's
Both
think
in
about this
ball
for a
form.
second. The wave beam goes through walls. Why can't the wave beam go through the door and trigger the door from the other side?
Shh. You ask too many logical questions.
It's gonna close before I even get to it.
Yeah.
Fuck
You're not
it.
fast
I don't
enough.
even care. I don't even care what it is.
You
It
have to
doesn't
come
matter.
back later. Because screw you.
I'm actually
Screw
I'm
you!
actually sick and tired of that mechanic being used in this game.
It's a game that wants you to backtrack
It's
a lot.
incredibly it's actually incredibly
You should be going
excessive.
back to the earlier areas to pick up those powers you missed right now. You should seek out a save point.
Nah.
We gotta wrap up.
Great.
Screw you! I love designing these stages. It's so much fun. Screw
Nope,
the
can't
player.
get- nope,
Screw
can't go that way.
them.
No, it's just like
Everywhere.
Samus like, oh, I want to go the way. Nope, blocked. Nope, blocked.
Miyamoto tell me I can't just put middle fingers everywhere, so I do this instead.
Mario designed this game.
Okay, anyway.
Alright.
Well, that's gonna have to be it for today.
Her space jump looks awful compared to how it looked. It looked cool in the other games. It looks dumb. She just looks like she's spinning in circles.
Oh, isn't that what she was doing?
No, it looked way cooler. The devs have almost entirely removed sequence breaks here. Yeah, I know.
Every Metroid game,
This
yeah.
is just, like the game was a lot better earlier, but it's definitely getting a lot way worse.
They just keep what.
Whee!
It's I'm fighting. You're still fighting the same bats and hopping lizards from the first area. That bothered me.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back sooner or later, probably next Saturday. If not, maybe a little sooner.
Yeah,
And
I got tons to do.
We will continue the adventure later. Thanks so much for joining us, and you guys have a great day, night, whatever. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.